to today's video. And in today's video, we are going to react to cleaning out the Jeep Wrangler. Video today. So, what exactly? So, basically, a while ago, about a year ago, or relatively a year ago, um, it was actually in September 17th, 2021, I filmed a video of when I, um, where I got this car. Well, where I was cleaning out the Jeep. So let me go ahead and explain the whole backstory. So basically, we moved to the Virgin Islands. We had two Jeeps. Not going to go into detail on the one I'm cleaning in regards to actually driving it. We're just going to go into, um, basically somebody else was driving this Jeep. My mom owned both of them. And who was driving this Jeep did not take good care of it at all. They messed up the interior and they just about darn near totaled the thing. And what I mean by totaled, I mean they almost totaled it based on the damages it had. And, it was almost totaled. So basically, what happened was this Jeep, there are things that were broken inside, like the center console lid was broken half, with the thing that holds it broke. The rear windshield wiper wiring was cut, so you couldn't use the rear wash spray, and like things like the set, like the what's it called? The gauge cluster had a crack in it, and there was damages all around that was before there, and then there was mold inside the Jeep, and so what I did was I cleaned out it. I had to clean the glass because let me explain what happened. So what happened was is that they had also broken the window on the Jeep. You can tell that there is so on the main glass, I don't know if you can see it, the window's right behind my head here. There's the main glass. There's the secondary glass that does not roll down. That's like a quarter window kind of thing. So you've got the main glass that rolls, but then you got the window next to it that doesn't. So this person tried to take a rock and was bashing the Jeep window with it. But because they couldn't break it, because they make those windows extremely tough, he broke the next window over and broke that. And there was glass all over, had to clean it out, and it was pretty crazy. And so I'm going to be reacting this as we go along. So let's go and let's roll it.
Now, the second Jeep that we have, because let me explain what happened. I'm just gonna climb up in here really quickly. So what happened? So we gotta go clean up glass because something had happened. I'm not gonna go into which, but let's just say somebody had broke the car window right behind here, and I'll show you in just a second. And they did not take care of the car at all, and we have to sell this car.
As my thing decides to lag at this moment. So yeah, so as you can tell, I looked a little more different a year ago, but not having a bike to ride for 2 years certainly did a lot on me. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can try to fix this real quick.
Before I show you the car window, all that mold on the ground is because of them leaving crap in the car, and it caused a bunch of mold to be growing in the floor. They pulled out some kind of the upholstery on the floor, so now what I have to do is see if I can try to fix that best as possible. The glove box is broken, but yeah, it's just filled with a bunch of bugs in here because of all the mess.
Now, that is true. The glove box was broken. The glove box wouldn't stay shut, so you kind of had to slam it shut. And, that was a lot of mold that formed on the floor carpet. So, what I had to do was I took out that floor carpet and we had to throw it away. And, let me tell you something. If you're going to get a Jeep Wrangler, get leather seats, leather mats, so that way you can just hose out the floors, because you're going to see later down there's actually a drain so that way water will actually go out from the bottom. So there's actually a drain down there. So the water would just go right through and out to the bottom of the car.
So, yeah, that's just wonderful. So, let me show you something real quickly. So, this is how you take the top off. Now, I'm not gonna do it, but you take off all this and all that, and these come off. And then for the rest, you just have to go and take it all like that. So we're gonna try to clean this as best as possible. It's a mess in here. They took out the glove box. They broke the glove box here. The glove box is broken. And here's what they did to the window. So this is what happened to the window. It's completely shattered.
Now that, whoops. Okay, that noise you hear, that noise, that's from the CD player. Because apparently every time you close the door or something, the CD player goes off. I don't know why that happens. But as you can tell, this Jeep, in some people's eyes, might seem like a piece of crap car. And the island's rough. Rough on the vehicles, rough on everything. So this vehicle would not be a good profitable vehicle. You'd only want this, you probably want to spend like $10,000 on this based on its condition. Now, on the miles, on the other hand, you could probably do better in regards to selling it. Because like I said, for a Jeep this age, people want like 30 grand for a Jeep this age. 30 grand for that. No.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to knock the rest of this glass out, put it into a bag.
Here's where I accidentally
and then we're going to clean up the rest of all this. So I'm going to show you that. Now, there's pieces of broken tinted glass all over this place. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get a bag and I'm going to try to clean what needs to be cleaned out first. And as you see, there's all these mosquitoes and stuff. And yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do.
It's buffering again. Hang on.
We gotta knock out the rest of it. We're just gonna vacuum the whole thing. I think they want easier trying to get in that bag.
Now, I was trying to use a hammer to knock out the rest of the piece of glass because pretty much the window's gone. Like, you just need to knock out the rest of the glass. And it basically was trying to, like, hit the window hit the remaining glass with it to try to knock the glass out of the window. But because the window's already broken, I mean, there ain't nothing anybody can do about it, you know?
Squeeze in here.
Now to mention, as I was filming this, a maintenance guy brought the door up, and he didn't give me the chance to move the Jeep. And what ended up happening was he put a dent in the side of the Jeep. Well, it's a good thing this wasn't America. You'd be pretty ticked off, because you know we all know how picky those car inspection places are. A little bit of damage would fail your inspection. But anyway. So as you see, I'm just bashing up the glass, trying to get the glass out, and it's really it's not really going all that good. Trying not to spit glass in my eye or something. Which that towel was not ours. That was a neighbor's towel. I'm not going to go into detail on what happened, but just know that this was vandalism. And I was actually surprised that a Jeep window would break like this. And I'm surprised because here's the thing. You know, I'm surprised the alarm didn't go off on it.
They hit it with something, and this is why it's all in
But,
place.
you know,
I'm not hitting it very hard. These are type of glass.
and there was glass on the seat. There was glass everywhere. When you have a car window that breaks, glass gets everywhere in the car. And it's a pain to clean it up. Because you got to clean it up, then you got to clean it out, and it's really a big pain in the butt. Now the horn you hear, that's not a fire truck, that's a semi-truck, or a tanker truck, or a dump truck, whatever. Because in the island, the trucks, they blast their air horns as they go up and down the hill in the island. That's what they do. So you will hear that throughout the video, because that's what trucks do. There's that noise again. That's a CD player. Which, yes, you do have to slam the door on the Jeep, because if it's not slammed all the way, the door will not be shut. You have to make sure the door is slammed. You have to literally slam it, or it will not shut, and it will leave your dome lights on, and that will drain the
I was
battery.
able to knock out a few of that, except for the top.
Because on those Jeeps, they only have about
Face.
one dome light in the front, and then a dome light in the back.
I think.
That's how it works. And the Jeep has a good amount of cargo space. It has tons of cargo space, tons of all that. It has all that. You don't really have to tons of cargo space. But, yeah.
So, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to carefully grab anything in here. If there's any glass one, I'm going to dump it into the bag.
There was clothing.
Try to do this in the safest way possible.
Books, stuff like that.
Because
Things
nobody
that
can
this
sit back
person
here
didn't even own
because of
that
how
I
much
found
glass
in there.
is all over the back seats.
Found some other things in there I'm not going to share.
So,
But
I'm gonna take this
you would be amazed on how
and
criminals try to hide
shake it out.
their evidence. So, yeah.
As you see, these little tiny little glass shards.
Took all day to clean this out because I had to take that shop vac. I had to take that shop vac.
What do you want me to do with the stuff that has glass shards on it? What do you want me to do with stuff that has glass shards on it?
Like that?
Yeah.
Where is that? In his?
Yeah. Well, I'm taking all the items out.
Huh?
I'm taking the items out first.
Yeah. And then, if you can't, like I said, I don't want any glass in the driveway because I don't want to get a flat tire. So, careful.
With just tons of glass. Now,
Okay, this is essential. So, take this.
but there was glass even underneath the rugs, on the floor rugs, on
This
the
looks like it's
upholstery,
good.
whatever. I mean, it's just crazy, guys, you know? There are people out there that will do this type of stuff, and it's because of other things, not because the person does intentionally. It's because criminals will be criminals. No matter who they are, criminals will be criminals. You know, and if you're dating somebody, you meet somebody, don't tell them where you live until you get to actually know them, because stuff like this can happen.
The glass itself isn't going to be a problem.
There's a lot of crazy people out there.
It's all over that.
But this particular Jeep had an issue. It was smoking in the front because of a head gasket leak, or because of a head gasket, or there was some kind of exhaust, some kind of coolant leak.
Let me go on that side.
Fluid was leaking out from it. Bad. And you know, I have to say I would buy a Jeep Wrangler
Let's take this.
again. But this particular Jeep had so many problems with it because now it was not in perfect condition. It does have front end damage on the front. There was dents all around, so that's pretty much inevitable. But if this Jeep was taken to the United States, you'd probably have to put like maybe 10 to 15,000
just because the
to fix all the
glass
issues in
piece
it.
itself doesn't mean that there's these tiny little shards that can remain. This umbrella, I don't know what she wants to do with this. I guess it's fine.
But yeah,
It's everything
It was-
from here, so.
pretty chaotic. And I mean, you know, we also had another one that was a bit more newer, was a bit more nicer than this one. That one actually did pretty good. That one didn't have any issues except for front end damage, and the 4-wheel drive on it didn't work, which that would be costly to fix. here's what I'm doing. I'm opening up the back. With the back tailgates, they're a pain in the butt to have to shut. Because you have to, because they're a big pain. They're a big pain in the butt. Because you gotta shut that glass and you gotta slam that door. If it's not shut all the way, then once again the lights will stay on and you won't be able to get the door shut. So that's a big pain in the butt, but it's something I have to get to.
Check this out. So there's actually an area where you can hose inside of here and it goes out that drain. So I'm letting it drain right now, and then I'm gonna go hose off the rest of the pieces, and then I will put them back in, and then I guess I'll show you that too. Oh, crap, I almost hit the gas tank.
Which, yes, I was a bit hard on the brakes. I've gotten better at that.
I think we can move back just a little bit.
But what this person did, pause this for a second.
Come on.
What this person did when they were reversing it, so this person did. I mean, they were terrible, terrible driver. Terrible driver, worse than me.
Come on, keep moving. Oh, too much.
Yeah, they were a really bad driver.
I think we're good.
Really bad. Really bad.
Brake on.
Can't drive for crap.
The windows up. There we go. One more thing I forgot to do. The wiper's got. How do you do the wiper wash? How do you do the wiper wash? How do you do the wiper wash on this? The Hang on, I'm trying to figure out how to do wiper wash on here. All right, we'll figure it out when I spray Windex over the windshield.
Water. So now what I'm going to do next is I'm basically going to rinse off the outside. So, yeah. But going along, but And so yeah, so that's basically it. And so this guy had come over. He looked at it, and I showed him everything. He didn't want it. So, but then this other guy went and bought it, and that was it. So yeah. So in all, is that particular Jeep, would that be a good Jeep to have in the United States? Well, of course it would. But you'd have to put lots of money into it. You have to replace all the exterior damage, replace whatever needs to be replaced. So you're looking to put in about maybe $10,000 to $15,000 into it. And now, in regards to the coolant leak, that can be fixed. Take it into the shop, have a mechanic look at it. But that's because it happens. Sometimes leaks happen. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in another video. Peace.